Hello YouTube, welcome to this video, and it's another part of my Enzippopedia book. A big thank you goes to Paul for sending me this last year as a present. It's amazing, interesting, and all the parts I've made on the series is down in the description. He also gave me this beautiful ARMOUR lighter as well. Thank you so much. Details on how to get the book is also in the description. And today I'm going to do a couple of subjects: the ZIPPO car, Tacho loop, that's loss proof, and also town and country lighters. Okay, first of all, Tacho loop, that's loss proof. The ZIPPO has been very attentive to the indications of its distributors and receiving reviews from the final consumers of the product at the same time. One of the complaints customers had is sometimes they lost their lighter. So at the end of 1946, the brand launched a design which was initially called Loop, later Tacho Loop, and then Loss Proof Model 275. The new attribute of this lighter was the incorporation of a hinge with a U-shaped piece placed between the hinge bowls, and so the user could attach a chain, a rope or cord to it and his or her pocket. The first model from 46 through 49 was 3-barrel hinge, later added in 51 to 5 barrels. The incorporation into the hinge did not have the desired effect though. The new 52 design of a triangular shape makes the pin functions longitudinally passing through the hinge barrels, thus reducing the friction the previous one abused of preventing the correct opening and closing. The problem was solved satisfactorily. However, in 1957 a small modification was carried out. The triangle is smaller and starts from the hinge in two rectangular sections that converge to an exterior angle. The first specimens were not equipped with a fastening element, and it is in 1954 when the press edit in the ZIPPO series states, the incorporation of the leather belt, loop or chain provides a safeguard against loss. And that's why we are convinced that the safety rope and boxes specially designed for a loss proof did not appear until 1955 or perhaps 56. The first elastic materials belts, due to its own composition, were not very durable, so it's very difficult to find one nowadays in good condition. And that's the attachment to the lighters. Photos as per normal at the end. From 52 to 54, the red candy striped box was used for other no loss proof presentation. From 54 to 61 some changes were made, and this muzzle which I'm going to show you is a loss proof sportsman lighter. And there's the hinges, the candy model, and finally sportsman. From 61 to 77 the brand's logo changed to the flame theme, and these models will not be the exception, and loss proof continued. 67 through to 84, new change in logo, but still essentially the ZIPPO, just you can't lose it anymore. 1977 up to 2003, the box is now black, the logo in white and its base gold coloured. In 2003, completely black in regular models, logo is printed in white with a red flame. And those are the pictures there. Finally, there's some adverts which I'll show you at the end with the photos, promoting the loss-proof lighter. Okay. Town & Country lighters, next subject. In 1949, after a rather great time as World War II, ZIPPO decided to colour their lighters. The Town & Country model was born in a special paint process, paint on paint, achieving a very peculiar effect and texture. The silhouettes were engraved first on the lighter with a depth of 0.004 inches, then hand painted, finally defining it. Once the paint was dry, a layer of manual finish would be other part, and today it's quite hard to find a mint or in perfect condition piece. From end of 47 to 48, the first test models were put on the market, and in 1949 they were definitely added to the products catalogue. There was 8 initial designs in the second model Barcroft table, and they were $13.50 per piece. They're also available in sterling silver at $18.50, and those are the lighters. A new design, the deer, was added in 1954. Many companies such as Sculpol, Lockheed, Grumman Aviation, Leon, Jefferson Foundry, among others, ordered ZIPPO to customise the Town & Country lighters for their own customers. The US Navy also conducted important orders during the 1960s. Although real Town & Country light models are the ones we described so far, mainly the 8 original designs, all the other produced models using the paint on paint technique were gradually named like them, such as the lighter commemorating the moon landing. To check if the Town & Country light is genuine, we must check the outer area engraving of the piece, as well as the application of the painting, which was made by overlapping layers. To reduce costs, there are samples in which all the parts around the area are painted or engraved, applying paint to the very areas. And it gives some examples. So here's what I was reading first, and that is the examples how to spot the real one. (1949) through to 50. First, the case simulates to have the top covered by natural leather material. Inside is special silk fabric, backing to adheres to protect the paint. 51 to 53, the box takes on the wood appearance, and since 54, the last model does not show any difference with the previous, except the copyright symbol R is added under the O in the logo. ZIPPO leather. You see in this chapter the 550 full leather crafted series and leather wrapped series. These lighters were completely covered in leather on 6 sides, belonged to the first group, and began manufacturing in 1950 to be discontinued in 1957. The second group, the leather wrap, started in 1952 to 1960 and wore a leather headband that surrounded the lighter. They did not cover the bottom nor the top. That's the difference between the two. Leather is a material that, when attached to the brass housing, tends to create air blisters and peels it off. It's very hard today to find one in good condition. ZIPPO tried to ease the negative effects by placing the cut of leather inside the 2 very thin profiles. And here is examples of leather lighters. The full leather one was available in Moroccan green or calf skin and produced in four colours: red, brown, blue and green. The leather wrap ones were made of crocodile skin, reptile, that's snake and liver, lizard leather, offered in 3 colours: red, brown, green, and finally in Moroccan leather, black and blue was made. And some more examples there. Okay, as you see from the images, the imitated leather background, the black striped box was used to reinforce the leather crafted, the image, etc. However, in 1952, it became a red candy box, and finally, an advert appeared in the press advertising them. Okay, those pictures are there. If I show you. And the advert. And I'll be honest, the ZIPPO car will have to wait another week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for giving this video a thumbs up. Photos of the book will appear next. Stay lit.